No. Yeah! That was legitness.
Yeah,
You get me so high. You get me so high. You get me so.
Yo, what is going on today, motherfuckers? It's your boy Drive, back with another Destiny video. So, I know in my last video I said I would be trying to upload every other day, but it's already been 3 days at the time of recording this, so that's already fucked. But nevertheless, I am trying to get a schedule and, upload more consistently, to always have new content pouring in as fast as I can make it. And I am getting better at making these, considering it used to take me an entire fucking week to make one shitty ass video. So I mean, progress is slightly being made. Really, the hardest part of this whole thing is just trying to get into a rhythm. But yeah, anyway, I also wanted to address a couple issues considering the name of my channel. It was Overdrive, but I wanted to change it into something a little more douchey, so I shortened it to just Drive. And it was like that for a while, but I was replying to a YouTube forum comment on Google Plus, and it asked me to add a last name in order to post something. So I just added those little two shitty cum dumpster X's, and yeah, that's my last name now, and it changed it on actual YouTube without, me knowing, and it's gonna be like that for the next 3 months. Google has the system to stop people from changing their names too often, and since that was my third strike, yeah, I gotta wait another 90 days to change it, just to hit backspace twice, you fucking assholes. But anyway, let's dive into this new trailer released by Bungie, debuting the new DLC that's supposed to be coming out by the end of the month. Tomorrow they will be doing one of their community livestream events where they show us some of the shit that they're adding into the game. They're going to talk about the changes slightly more into detail and, just pump up everybody's boners just a little bit more, just so that they can get blue-balled when the actual content comes out. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I fall for it every time too. I see the shit they debut and I'm like, you know what? I'm actually going to like this. This is actually going to be good and I will enjoy the content that they release. But then I get let down harder than my parents of me. Every time. Well, holy shit, that got personal. But anyway, this new DLC update, whatever the fuck it's gonna be, it's gonna be bringing back Vault of Glass for sure. And most likely a lot, if not all of the other raids too. It's supposed to be a look back at all the great achievements we've had as Guardians over the last 3 years or so.
Alright, go on and shoot Crow,
Alright, fire.
Alright, nice. We got him.
Yo, bro.
Got him, nice.
Wrong way. Yo,
What the
drop
fuck,
it.
dude?
Wrong way, dude.
Trying to beat this shit, god damn it.
Whoa, what happened?
But we have yet to know if these raids are going to be an actual overhaul of the raids with newer-ish looking weapons and armor, not likely, or if they are just going to be bumping up the light level of the enemies and the loot, which that's something that I would definitely bet my left testicle for. I stay optimistic that they will at least reskin the weapons and raids slightly just to look better, maybe add in like one more mechanic on a boss fight or something like that, but Bungie devs are literally like old people on their last limb, and any kind of change, no matter how slight it might be, is just way too much of a sensory overload for them to handle, and it gets fucked up. Even if they did do the things that I'm asking for, I know they would either 1. completely be broken and make the raid unplayable, or 2. they would just be pointless and ruin the entire quality of the gaming experience for everyone, like we have seen in so many other activities in Destiny. I swear to God, if I even see one mention of Prison of Elders or Court of Oryx or whatever the hell that shitty ass Siva Court reskin is, I'll fucking lose my goddamn mind. They were hands down the worst activities in Destiny, and if you even try to tell me once you actually enjoyed doing those activities, you need to kill yourself immediately. Like literally, find the closest bridge and jump right the fuck off of it right now. They're pointless, redundant, and boring as hell. If Bungie didn't make it impossible to get the loot that drops from those activities, they would have been dead on arrival. I found the original prison to be fun one time. The one time that I killed Skolas, and never again did I ever find any enjoyment from killing him again, or even doing anything that relates to the activity. Even when they brought it back, I was like, what the fuck is going on? This is retarded. But anyway, back on topic. We see a glimpse of what Vault is supposed to look like, but I want you guys to keep in mind that they could just be using this footage as a reference to Vault, and it might not actually be what it looks like. This is because Bungie's marketing team thinks that they are fucking geniuses, and they release as little information or even misinformation to try and generate more hype for the content than there should be. This actually always backfires on Bungie, and they actually lose a lot of their fan base over this false hype. Because the content wasn't super straight up, and we ended up getting disappointed when the content wasn't what we originally perceived it to be. Fuck, I just got done with a rant, but I'm about to get back into one, so here we go. See, Bungie expects their fan base to get really hype about any kind of content that they even hint at, because they starve us of anything for months on end, waiting for anything to satisfy us. They eventually release a super vague trailer, or they leak information, and that restarts the hype train for Destiny. We in turn don't have enough information to make up our own opinion about what's coming out, and we decide to theorize on whether the content coming out is going to be what we want it to be or not. You know, something that's going to save Destiny or break it for us. Big Destiny news channels like My Name is Bife and Unknown Gamer realized this early on and used it as fuel for their own channels. I'm really not being sarcastic here or anything, but fantastic work on that, by the way, boys. I really wish I would have thought of that before you cunts could. But anyway, the fan generated hype gets people who are kind of on the fence on Destiny to come back to the dark side and wait patiently for the new content. And you know, they actually buy it just to see if it actually meets their expectations or not. And this means Bungie wins because they bought it. The presentation of new content gets people juiced up about Destiny again, even if it is still shit, and people stay for the next cycle. Although they lose a lot of people because the content, House of Wolves, is super shitty and has no entertainment value. I feel like that's enough shit talk on the game though. I'll make an entire Destiny roast later on, like maybe just before Destiny 2 comes out. But anyway, as I was saying, it's not confirmed on whether or not that is actually what Vault looks like or not. My Name is Bife actually pointed out first that the Fatebringer when shot in the trailer doesn't actually have an arc trail like it did back in year 1. Honestly, that is a really good sign to point out. Let's be honest. Elemental damage on primaries was OP. I mean, look at the fucking Zolo Supercell, for Christ's sake. It absolutely shreds in PvE because of the arc damage and the lightning chaining effects. I would love to see elemental primaries return for the last few months of Destiny 1, but really that doesn't look like the case here. Really the only other thing Bungie has shown us besides Vault is the massive record book that they're bringing with the update. And I don't know how you guys feel about the whole record book thing, but honestly I view it as kind of a waste of time. I mean, they take so much grinding for some of the achievements, and honestly the drive for me to grind my balls off in Destiny is kind of dead at this point. The rewards they offer just aren't enough incentive for me to waste my time with them. If they add some really sick loot though, like new loot, not just some reskinned garbage, then maybe, you know, I'll take some time and get a few of them done. But anyway, that's all I got to add to the conversation, guys. I really didn't want to go over the same things that everybody else has 100 times a million different ways. So I just kind of gave you guys my opinion on the update and a new view on the content. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Leave a comment down below if you think I was wrong about anything or if you agreed with something I might have said. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new for more videos like this one in the future. I have been Drive. Happy hunting, guys, and peace.